There is something almost artistically ridiculous about picturing the US government trying to officially recruit Jack Reacher. That's not an interview. That's a thunderstorm trying to sign an attendance sheet. That's like asking an avalanche to wait politely in the lobby or inviting a lion to a mindfulness workshop and hoping it brings a journal. But Season 4? Season 4 takes that insanity and says, approved. Roll the cameras. And honestly, the chaos potential is 5-star certified. You're watching DriftEcho, where stories hit harder than Reacher hitting a reinforced door. Let's tear into this. Reacher lives by 3 commandments. Travel light. Hit hard. Vanish without forwarding address. He's the human version of a hazard sign. 6'5" of don't try me wrapped in denim and quiet judgment. He drifts across America like a traveling myth with military precision, and every town he leaves behind ends up safer, quieter, and nursing more broken ribs. But Season 4 throws that myth straight into his most incompatible environment yet, the Secret Service. And today's update seals it. Reacher is stepping into the highest security sphere in the country, restricted corridors, surveillance grids, presidential proximity, and a workplace where agents file a report if someone breathes aggressively. And into that sterile, controlled world steps Reacher. A man who has never followed a rule he didn't personally invent. The opening episodes toss him into a crisis so deep the agency can't trust its own reflections. This isn't a handful of problem agents. This is a full-scale orchard where the roots are tangled in buried bodies. We're talking insiders gone rogue. Killers with clearance levels. Smiling agents who pose for ID photos and moonlight as executioners. Reacher isn't there to consult. He's there because he's the only human being who can walk straight into a conspiracy, kick down the door, and dismantle every moving part with zero hesitation. And the fandom? Imploding. Because this isn't street-level Reacher. This is Reacher versus elite professionals, people with training, credentials, and secrets darker than blackout ink. And leaks say he drops one monster of a one-liner right before folding an entire assassination squad. Your system isn't broken. Your people are. And I remove people. That's not a line. That's a threat marching in combat boots. But today's update goes even deeper. The corruption climbs the chain of command, senior officials, sealed archives, black ops that the agency swears never existed. Reacher pulls a single thread, and the whole institution starts shaking. This isn't Reacher versus criminals. This is Reacher versus an entire infrastructure that's been decaying under its own polished surface. And Reacher doesn't negotiate with decay. He doesn't parley. He executes justice, fast, precise, merciless. So the real question isn't if he finds the traitors. Of course he does, probably before the popcorn cools. The real question is, what will still be intact when he's finished? Will he vanish like a ghost, back to the highway? Or will the Secret Service stare at the crater he leaves behind and wonder why anyone thought recruiting a walking catastrophe was a brilliant tactical plan? Drop your theories in the comments. And for more breakdowns, leaks, and TV intel that hit harder than Reacher's elbow checking a locked door. You're watching DriftEcho, where storytelling doesn't whisper, it detonates.